Hey guys, trying it again. Cry of Fear. We're doing this. Gonna make sure that nothing's laggy. Resume. Oh god. Just gonna move my controller. Seeing if it will move with cursor. Alright, so far so good. Anyways, today I'm not joined by Sam at the moment. Sam just went to sleep, but I am here joined by... Okay, I guess I'm joined by nobody. I have no friends. I have no life, guys. I'm completely alone, forever alone. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I'm a little busy with an ink pen right now.
It's okay. I can just do the introductions. I'm joined by Heather and Tyson. Just like in the good old days.
Sup?
Hey.
Anyways, everything seems to be working, so let us start this up. I'm thinking that it had something to do with me sharing screens with Sam. Because it seems to be running.
I've always felt alone. My whole life. For as long as I can remember. I don't know if I like it.
If he likes
or if I'm just used to it. But I do know this. Being lonely does things to you. Feeling shit, bitter and angry all the time just eats away at you.
Just eats away at you. And great, people are seeing my Steam friends pop online. Cool. And that is a very crude picture of someone's profile. Great. And it just showed up twice. Great. Someone's profile pic of someone on Steam, and it's pretty much a girl with her top showing just a little bit of underboob and censored. A censored, I know, right? Ooh, big scary underboob. But you know how YouTube is. Oh, nudity! So what?
Yeah, technically no nipple was showing, so it won't register as nudity.
Fair enough.
God, I'm looking at the thumbnail.
The thumbnail, yeah. I like that thumbnail. Do you like my shirt, by the way? I bought 3 new shirts today. One for people on stream. I got Kingdom Hearts 3 shirt. I got a shirt from My Hero Academia, which was UA Academy, the high school that the main characters go to, and a Pokemon shirt that has all the current evolutions on it. Yes, including Sylveon. And I also bought me a hat. A Kingdom Hearts hat. Tyson, if you're watching it, can you tell me if the audio of the game is coming in too loudly and if they can hear me properly and hear you guys?
It's getting worse.
You are cutting out so bad.
Yeah.
Well then. At least the viewers will be able to hear me. I was asking if you could tell me if my mic was coming in stronger than the game audio.
That's good.
Oh shit!
What if that was just on my end?
What
or
happened?
I don't know.
Oh no, my car started. And... I'm probably gonna jerk my head back and hit my bed frame, and that's not gonna feel good. Oh god, that guy's ugly. Ah! Anyways, Tyson, do I sound fine? Tyson. Tyson! Well, fine. Don't answer. I hate you. Well, that's a strong word to use, game. Why do you have to hate me for something? Oh. Ooh, a dead body. Interesting. Oh, hatch. Look at that. If I can... There we go. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep, mm-hmm. Yep, lovely.
Well, he went offline, so I guess his Wi-Fi went out. So I'm assuming he'll be back in a little bit.
Okay. Oh no! I'm just gonna skip ahead through most of this, and yes, I'm gonna be just tiny little bit, cause this game gets really loud. There we go. Okay. I just didn't want to burst my eardrums. Honestly. That animal was... bite me. Anyways, Heather, I forgot to mention that drawing that you did. I like it. I like it a lot.
What?
The drawing that you posted in the Discord.
Oh, okay. Sorry, you're cutting out pretty bad. A lot.
Got cut off for some reason.
Yes,
Yeah,
you did.
I noticed. I also did another one, and I'm working on a different project as well right now. I'll post those in a moment.
Okay. Alright, so... Okay. By the way, Tyson, if you're watching the stream, how did I sound? Am I sounding okay?
Oh, sorry. Check.
Well, I guess while Tyson's doing that, I can just swing around my knife, making a lot of noise while talking to see if it drowns me out or not.
So I did another one of Cherry from Studio Killers, and then I'm working on one of my characters. Even though they look radically different, that's the same person. Hard to explain. I don't want to go on a full-on ramble about my characters while you're live streaming, so...
It's fine.
Actually, no, that's perfect. That would actually go ahead.
I doubt anyone has any interest in hearing about this.
We've already got a couple viewers already.
Yeah, but they can't actually see what I'm talking about.
Oh, but you could, like, describe, you know, the image.
Yes, I don't know. Okay, so... most of my characters have basis from something, or something that you kind of model them after, you know, like... Bronwyn, I think, came from my love of the crappy, the classic movie Carrie, you know, she is a telekinetic like Carrie White. Aside from her being a comic-oriented character. Anyways, this one, though, she ended up being comic-oriented just because of who she got paired with being comic-oriented. The basis for her is off original mythology. Hold on just a second.
Oh god, I just punched that door. That was,
Sorry, I stretched my legs for a second there. I've been using my lap board, so I haven't moved in a while. God, I hate my voice on recording. So will everyone else. But anyways, so she's from Greek myth, as in the wolf goddess Lupercalia, the one that saved Romulus and Remus from starving by feeding them in a cave and raising them. And then they fought each other for Rome or some dramatic shit, because that's what Romans did. They fucked everything up. But yeah, so her and her sister, they're both radically different creatures. But once upon a time, she'd been a full demon. And in the world of mythology, demons and gods and all that, they're actually all the same thing. Their titles just change depending on who the little humans of the world believe them to be. So if gods were viewed as something awful, they were generally demoted to the role of demons. And so she used to be this terrible creature who, you know, forced humans to worship her and took sacrifices and did whatever she wanted. But then she fell in love with a human, this high priestess. And of course that got turned around on her, so she tries to kill her. The high priestess tries to kill Lupa. And after that, basically her mother was just like, you're a pathetic excuse for a demon. You're not fit to live here, not fit to rule here, not fit to, you know, take what comes with being in our lineage. And so basically she was stripped of half of her blood, essentially, you know, her lineage, and cast out of the night world. And so now she has this new body. And so even though there's two radically different figures, one will have this dark hair and dark skin and these magenta red toned eyes. They have the same markings because they're the same person. And so this other one, you know, having her ears and her tail and everything, that's actually supposed to be like this mark of shame. Because things like that were, you know, coupled with being unholy creatures. It's pretty obvious that someone's not normal when they have ears and a tail, right? So, of course, lucky for her, she knows other people who are gifted, so she finds a place to belong in. But prior to that, these people had found her, and she was basically being carted around as a black market good because she was exotic looking and feisty, though. So she gets this whole opportunity to turn a new leaf, though, and she's radically different than what she used to be when she was a full demon. And maybe that's the partly mortal part of her making her soft now. We don't know, but
I've always felt alone.
You know, she regrets all the things she did before because the old her would have slaughtered a baby without blinking twice. Might have actually even enjoyed it more than a little.
Like it,
And the new her,
or if I'm just used
you
to
know,
it. But I do
cries
know
over
this.
sappy movie.
Being lonely
Don't get me wrong, though,
does
she'd
things
still
to you.
be fully capable of snapping
Feeling
someone's
shit,
neck.
bitter and angry all the time. Just
So it's just
Cherry, don't
because
care.
have them both facing each other off, and the full-blooded her is looking all smug and unconcerned and kind of half covered in blood, and the other half is snarling her nose, but even so still looks much softer in comparison to the other one. They even have like a different facial structure. Her sister is the Morrigan, which is actually Celtic, but in the scheme of things, again, all gods and demons and everything are all related, all know each other on some level. In the dynamic I have going, Pan and Astarte know each other, and Astarte knows Lucifer, who is actually a Lucille, for the record.
Ooh, female.
Yes. So the Morning Star and Astarte have a thing going, and Pan at this point is just like, oh, it is what it is. But, you know, he doesn't take most things seriously, so there's that. And then her sister is the Morrigan. The differences between Morrigan and Lupa's original body are very minor. Morrigan wore a different face paint than Lupa did, and Morrigan, because her thing is, you know, crows, has these big old wings. And she gets the almond-shaped pupils, but literally their structure, their faces, their hair designs were nearly identical. They almost could have been twins, save for their respective animal parts. Of course, now Lupa looks way different, and she's not 7 feet tall anymore, like her sister. But her sister is pretty interesting too, actually, Morrigan. I really need to get a full-body art piece of her done. I need to get a full-body art piece done of all my characters that doesn't suck, but I haven't made good ones yet. Morrigan is interesting, though, because she actually has a prosthetic arm, and it's kind of like the stuff that you see in Full Metal Alchemist with the fully functional automail.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So she does have a spare limb, and that's actually because her mother ripped it off. Their mother is a lovely creature. Who is responsible for the High Priestess wanting to kill Lupa to begin with. Pretty much everything is Astarte's fault. But yet Morrigan, so she has the fake limb, and she's actually almost completely deaf. So that makes her an interesting character, just because she seems so intimidating, but then when you actually get to talking to her, half the time she doesn't know what you're talking about. And I mean, she's softer than Astarte, for sure. She's not really all for all the destruction and the killing so much anymore. But she's definitely more twisted than Lupa is. She's in a good mid-ground. She still does a lot of bad stuff. But, you know, she tries for her sister just because she means a lot to her. And then, you know, because she had to leave the night world to be able to go see her sister. While she's over there, she meets this other person named Helena. She's not my character, for the record. This is a different person's character. Helena is deaf, though. And for Morrigan to be able to meet her meant that Morrigan was able to learn ASL and teach it to Lupa, and then was able to actually have full conversations that Morrigan was able to follow.
I'm sorry. I just had to copy what was going on the screen. It was just like, ah! Just like, ah! Anyways, continue.
Which Morrigan's first name is actually Willow, but most people don't call her Willow. She essentially earned the name the Morrigan, and everybody just kind of stuck with that. And then Lupa, technically her full name is Lupercalia, but she was born, the original variant of her name is Laurentia, and she actually really hates that. Astarte always insists on calling her that whenever she sees her. because that's the name she picked, and she's a stubborn bitch, but it really makes her bristle. And so pretty much everyone I mean, Lupercalia is kind of a mouthful. She's super different too than her old self. Like, this new her, I think it's to compensate for all the bad and the upset in all of the previous centuries that she lived, you know, that this new her is much more upbeat and bubbly. She always tries to be on the happier side. She's also just kind of a funny girl sometimes, because even though she looks more like an Irish girl because she's a redhead with freckles and all that, she actually sounds Greek because that's what she is. She is Greek because that's where her origin comes from. And then Willow, you talk to her and you don't get a lot of it because she's always very soft-spoken and so she can't hear herself. But she would sound a little more like a Celtic woman. You would think it would be reversed, because Morrigan, with her complexion and her style, actually looks more Greek. It's funny how that got reversed, but you know, Lupa had once looked like her sister. So. And they get that from their mother. And I had started off on such an organized thing, and then just went off on all sorts of tangents there, didn't I?
No.
Lupa is funny though, because she'll forget really simple words sometimes. Like, she forgot what the toaster was called, so she called it a bread heater.
Bread heater, I like it.
And, you know, there's just the fact that she hadn't been introduced to a lot of things in the regular human world, you know, so, like, she meets this guy. I hate for it to sound like that, it sounds so very cheesy. She meets this guy and all this shit happens, but I mean, that is what happened, honestly. She meets this guy, and he's like as introverted as it gets, so he spends most of the time in his room. And so of course she's like, well, if you're not gonna hang out anywhere else, I guess I'll just go hang out in your room, and totally invites himself. But eventually he gets used to it, and you know, the first time she ever has a chocolate donut is because of him and his desire to sit and watch movies and eat junk food. Which, I mean, it's good for her, because then she puts on some weight, and she needs it. I mean, she's got, like, this supercharged metabolism, and she's, like, all muscle, but she actually gets a little fat. Once she actually starts eating more of the junk food that the human world has to offer. And, I mean, she needs to eat food to live, but primarily her diet consists of meat for her, which... It's funny that that's what her diet consisted of, because honestly, if she ever has an option that's not meat, she'll probably take that.
Oh,
Morrigan, on the other hand, I think she's, you know, like I said, she's not as soft as Lupa, and so she's totally all for going and getting a little blood. Which, for Lupa, sometimes that's kind of a mandatory case. Like, this big dramatic thing happened where she swallowed some pure metals, and she has a very bad reaction to shit like that. I mean, that's where the whole werewolf being allergic to silver thing comes from. It comes from her severe allergy to metals. And, you know, the fact that swallowing it causes things like internal bleeding and dizziness and nausea, and if not removed, it could kill her easily. And so, because she lost a lot of blood, and because she's weird, you can't give her a transfusion, and so she has to actually get blood and drink it. kind of vampiric and gross, and she hates doing it, but it's the only way to speed up her already better than normal healing process.
Cry of Fear. Hello? Why won't you let me close? It won't.
Froze on you.
Are you having problems?
Yes, I am.
I think I'm gonna do most of this picture in colored pencil because I want to try and get some dimension in it. And like, I love my markers, but honestly, unless you get like a really good paper for them, they always get a little weird and patchy, and it's really annoying. Like, depending on how much ink gets soaked up into what section of the paper, you know? I used to have some really good paper for that, but honestly, I don't even remember what kind of sketchbooks I used to buy because I had them for so long and I hoarded them in large amounts, but then I ended up using all of them, and I almost always end up tearing the front cover off before I
Control deleting.
So I have no idea what brand or what type or what texture, and so I have like a couple other ones, but it's just like it doesn't take the markers right.
Alright, Tyson, I want to try something.
Okay.
So, I want you to tell me if anyone can see the screen when it's like this, in full screen. Because I think that's the problem. I think because it's not in full screen, that's the issue.
Yeah, people can see the screen.
That's weird, because all it's doing is just loading now. Maybe because it's trying to get the fuck. Yeah, that's what it's doing. Sam told me to never do this because it just messes with the screen. But it seems to be working nonetheless. So, for the third time...
Third time's the charm.
I'm looking on the stream right now to make sure it loads in, because I don't see it. Just to make sure. Yes. Fuck, the screen's not showing up. God damn it.
All of my characters have something going on about them that's like really complex and takes forever to explain. I just realized that. I don't think I have a single character that's simple. And then there's, you know, even the one canon character. Well, two technically, even though one is literally like an OC version of it. But I guess I should count that one still because it's all based on canon stuff anyways. And the other one is fucking complicated too. I mean, you read Jonathan Crane's bio. Like, of all things I could have picked, I had to pick him. Of course, that's because there's no decent accounts that roleplay him on the site anymore. Not that there ever was to begin with, and the one good one that there was doing crack shifts with other guys. So, and to my knowledge, Jonathan Crane was straight. Hence why I call it a crack shift, not just a ship. I mean, it's not like Remy and Logan. That just straight up is a ship.
Yeah.
Wait a freaking minute. Why is that so big? It should not be that big.
That's
Hold
what
on.
she said.
And noted. I will never say that again.
Sorry, I actually played that game last night.
There's a game called That's What She Said. That's awesome.
But I do
Yeah,
know
it's
this.
literally like Cards Against
Being
Humanity.
lonely does
That's
things
awesome.
to you.
What's Cards Against Humanity?
Shit, bitter and angry all the time.
You
just
don't know what Cards Against Humanity is?
it's the way I
You can never play that game, Tyson. You would never be the same after it. honestly.
You
We have
wouldn't.
explained so much shit to you. And I don't mean that as an insult. I literally mean there's so much perverse shit in there that I would have to explain to you. That you wouldn't, yeah. I don't suggest you ever play that game.
Yeah. It's not good.
I mean, you might find some of it funny, but I feel like some of it might just be a little much for you.
I wish I could just skip these.
Some of it, it's borderline a little much for me. That game pushes buttons. And not just perverse shit, like it makes you throw down the cancer card or genocide of children.
Oh, jeez.
But then it throws things at you like a carnival goblin penis.
What?
I have no idea
What?
what it looks like, but it's an interesting thing to say nonetheless.
Hard goblin penis. Wow.
Don't look that up.
I'm not looking that up.
Okay.
You must know. I'm looking at the live stream on my home.
I keep forgetting you're on a live stream. I should probably watch some of the things I say.
Oh, please, you should have seen the live stream that he did on Halloween last year. Called it
Okay,
the
honestly,
Halloween special.
Tyson, we all know sometimes that I need a censor bar.
Oh no, there was like 6 of us in my tiny little room, and we were fucking just throwing weird shit out the walls. It was like the most verbal live stream we've ever done. I'll just leave it at that.
Yeah. The link will be in the description.
No, it will not, because I don't know how to do that.
You literally just put the link of the video, and they have the link itself under the, of the video. You copy it, and you paste it on the description of, of this video, and the people can click on that link to see the video.
Okay, that's easy.
It's very easy to do, Daniel. That's how I was able to put links to I used to do that with when I would put links that would lead to your channel and Kenny's channel. We did live streams a couple years ago.
It's funny that you always know the answer to stuff like that, but I had to explain what some text abbreviation meant to you. I forget what it was, but it was something so like, I don't know. I wish I remembered. It was hilarious.
Are you sure there was a text there?
I think so. It was some abbreviation that I had to write out for you because you had no idea what it meant. It was a while back. Though there was also the explaining to you how many emojis could be used to represent people's junk.
Oh yeah, there was that. That was fairly recent.
The strap-on thing.
The what?
The strap-on thing.
Oh, right. That was also very recent.
Uh-oh. The live stream is getting all buggy.
Are you sure it's not the game itself?
I'm looking at the stream right now. I think it went back to normal.
Where the fuck is my white pen?
No, it is a little buggy. Shit.
I have so much shit in this box right now.
Fuck.
It should be so easy to find this pack. There it is.
Well, Tyson, if it looks any worse, just let me know, and then I'll just stop the stream. Maybe that's just a sign that I need to stop for the night, but until that happens. I'm gonna keep going. Just let me know.
Alright.
I only have one white ink pen, and I can't find it. Which is frustrating because I really need it right now.
Daniel.
Bitch, where you at?
It sounds like a real scream, but at the same time, it's not a real scream. It's just a scream to scream back at the dude, and just makes it all the more funnier. At least in my opinion.
My highlight pen is nowhere to be found. That's awesome.
How did I get here?
How did I get here? I feel like I've been here twice before.
Ooh, you whore.
You just called me a whore. No, I'm kidding.
I didn't call you a whore.
Back in a hole! No.
No, Daniel.
For once, I didn't call you a whore.
For once. Ouch.
I mean, I've called you a whore. Maybe
Okay,
once.
there we go. Okay.
Fine, I'm gonna have to use my stupid white pencil for this instead of my ink pen. Which I am not happy about.
I'm just letting you know now. I just figured out what was wrong, and I fixed it, I think.
And what was that?
So, what was wrong was the screen was too short. Like, the resolution was too short. So it kept, like, making me stuck on a screen that I couldn't get out of. But now I can get out of it because the screen's big enough.
I see.
And for those of you new to my channel, I am a little bitch. I will possibly scream during these streams of Cry of Fear, or any horror game for that matter. I mean, people who've seen my streams before, they're like 25 minutes long, because I always wuss out in them, but I'm trying to fix that habit. I really am.
It's easier to not wuss out when you have company.
Yeah, that's
Honestly,
true.
there have been plenty of times where I've considered streaming horror games, but A, they don't work too well on my PC laptop, give me one, and B, I always pussy out.
Wait, encoding overloaded. Consider turning down. What? Okay. That was weird. I don't know what that was.
What?
It just says encoding overloaded. I don't know what that means.
I didn't hear what you said, you cut out.
It's saying encoding overloaded.
Okay. I'm just gonna say okay, because there ain't no way I can tell what you're saying, so.
Well, blame Discord. Jill username. Unforgettable. What? Jill. Oh, maybe it's all lowercase. Jill username.
I'm really pissed that I don't know where my white ink pen went.
Unforgettable. Yep, that was it. 4355. Okay. Hey, bitch, come at me. I saw you. Just leave.
Come at me, bro.
Come at me. Are you mad?
Come at me, bro.
Are you mad? I am probably gonna get to the first save station and go to sleep, honestly.
I hope you know I paused my horror movie for you. Shitty horror movie, but I did pause it for you.
You know what movie I saw today that was kind of meh?
What?
Happy Fun Time Murders.
That movie couldn't have been good.
It was meh. That's all I can really say.
I feel like it couldn't have even been meh. That's like Muppets on crack. How could that be good?
Oh, there's some cases.
Yeah, I didn't think that, you know, that would do much. I feel like they were trying to, you know, capitalize on like the Ted.
Trevor James.
Okay, that was different. Ted was fucking funny because it was a stoner
No,
bear.
no, I mean with Ted it worked.
Gangster Muppets? I don't know.
Yeah,
about
Trevor.
that.
Yeah, no, that just, just let them make a third Muppet movie.
No,
To the
please don't
right.
do that.
I mean,
Just let
because
things die when it's time for them to die.
you're acting just like Kylo Ren from The Last Jedi. Let the beast die. Kill it if you have to.
Don't talk about that either. Everybody says that guy's so hot. He looks fucking weird.
Alright, well, I might continue this more when it's not so fucking late. So, until then, this is Fukami signing off. We'll see you guys in the next stream. Bye-bye!